Should the husband leave Israel either during or prior to getting divorced when they have minor children? Hi, my name is Jay Hait. I am an Israeli-American attorney with offices in Tel Aviv, Haifa, and Jerusalem. So lately, I've had a lot of cases where people call me from the United States and their husbands who have left Israel because either they were going to get divorced or divorce had started, and they spoke to an attorney and the attorney said, get out of Israel. And why were they told to get out of Israel? Well, most of the time they tell me it's because they were afraid of getting a stop order, a tzav ikuv, an order that would prevent them from leaving in Israel, which in Israel is given usually in two cases in the course of family divorce litigation. Either one, by the judicial court to ensure that the husband will give the get or the writ of divorce, and number two, by the family or the rabbinic court in the case where they want to ensure that the husband is going to pay child support payments. And all I can tell them is they've made a mistake. Why have they made a mistake? Well, first of all, regarding the child support issues, the United States and Israel have executed a memorandum of understanding which enables one state to go after the citizen of the other state. What do I mean? That if you run away from Israel and you're in the United States and you're not paying your child support payments that have been ordered in Israel, well, then your wife or your ex-wife is going to be able to approach the Israeli government, which will go to the State Department, and the State Department in the US will put it through to the appropriate authorities in whichever state you're in, and they will go after you. So instead of just having your wife or ex-wife going after you for child support in Israel, which is what would have happened if you had stayed, you're going to end up having the United States government going after you. That's number one. Number two, you're going to ruin your relationship with your child, okay? You're not going to see your kid for a couple of years because you're going to be afraid to come into Israel because of the tzav ikuv that we talked about, okay? And your wife is probably going to start poisoning the child's mind against you because you're not going to be paying the amount of child support that they think you should be paying. And the issue hasn't really been answered because you didn't stay and duke it out and reach a conclusion in Israel. And the second issue regarding the get, in any case, the tzav ikuv is going to be put against you, and until you give the get, there will be a tzav ikuv, so you won't be able to come back to Israel. So again, when you take off like that, you got to take into consideration, are you willing to disconnect yourself from family, friends, and most importantly, your children who are still living in Israel, rather than have a fight in court and see where it works? All I can tell you is that except for very, very, very few cases in Israel, eventually things get worked out. So yeah, it's rough while you're waiting to see, but believe it or not, you don't have thousands of dads who just can't leave the country and therefore should have left the country while they were still able. Why is this information important for you to know? Because if you're considering leaving Israel so that you can avoid a tzav ikuv pursuant to divorce litigation, I think you're making a big mistake. If you or other people you know have questions about divorce and family law in Israel, pick up the phone and give us a call. My phone number appears on the screen in front of you, as does my email. I hope this information was helpful, and have a great day.